All right, so car's a little dirty, but wanted to finally put out the video of the stuff that I've done to try to take some weight off the Demon. Since I'm having trouble taking weight off myself, figured I would just take weight off the Demon. So we got the rear seat removed, as you can see. Now I know we added weight back into it because of the rear seat delete, but you know, this still is a car that I like to drive on the street, and I definitely want to try to keep it to, you know, nice. So definitely wanted to add the Demon rear seat delete kit. And what's different about the Demon is that it actually shows a Demon launching at the Christmas tree at the staging lane. And so what's different about like the normal Hellcat one, I'm not positive what the normal Hellcat rear seat delete has, but the Demon one is specific to the Demon. So that's pretty rad. Little package tray here. So first thing you can see is the passenger seat and the rear seat are removed, but we have a Kirky lightweight seat installed on the driver's side. Now that saved a whole bunch of weight. I'm going to try to put all the figures together, and I'll probably just have text go across the screen as far as how much weight was taken off. But now I didn't go as lightweight as possible, and what I mean by that, I didn't hard mount an aluminum bracket directly to the base of the car. I got this seat bracket from Planet Technologies. Then I used some Sparco adjustable sliders, then the Kirky bracket. Then in the other video, you're gonna see these being made. I'll put a clip in of these being made at Mobile Man Fabrication. What's up? We're at Mobile Man Fabrication today. We're doing some work on a couple of projects. We got a gate project that we're doing for my house. We have our Integra back here that we're doing some piping on. Then we're going to be doing some seat brackets for the Demon so we can put a lightweight seat on it. But we still want to have adjustability for sliding back and forth and whatnot. And it'd be nice to have it nice and welded up, nice and solid. So I'm going to show you around.
So I figured
got it all bolted up. And what's nice about this, and of course we got the Demon logo stitched into it, but what's nice about this is I can actually move back and forth. So, you know, I can squeeze out of this car, set the seat all the way back, then get it back into the position that I want without having to worry about going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, trying to find the perfect position to get in and out of in a fixed position. Now I know that you add weight to, you know, to the car when you have the seat base and the sliders, etc., but we still saved a whole lot of weight over the factory seat. Then, another thing I want to show you guys, of course, you know, this is what it is here with the wire, but I want it to where I can actually remove it, and so I can put my factory seat back in here if I want. But what we got here is the V-Box data logger, and you're going to see some videos of that coming up soon in some future racing videos. So I'm super excited to have finally got that installed. Now, since I don't have a roll cage, don't have a roll bar, the only real place I can mount this is the back of the seat, which I think it looks really, really good. Let me kind of go back a little bit. So yeah, I think it looks real good. So we got the microphone coming out right here, then we got the cameras up here, and I got everything all routed and all the wires all tucked and hidden, so that everything looks nice and clean. Got the GPS up there. Then everything just kind of either comes through the top here, comes through the back, or comes through the carpet. So I might find a different way to secure this to the seat and have it where it's somewhat removable, but for now that works. So with all of these things we got going on here, I do still need to get a mount made for the fire extinguisher. Now that is, this one right here specifically is for vehicles, for fuel. So if we have a fuel fire, that will help. I wish it were bigger, but something's better than nothing. But we're gonna get this car up on the scales. We do have an event coming up where in March, it's the heavyweight class for TX2K. So there are some minimum weight requirements. Of course, you know, I don't say in my videos everything on the car. So according to the video here, everything's completely stock. Just got some lightweight stuff done to it. And I'm sure you'll see the drag pack here with the weld bead locks. And I got the weld skinnies, which I don't know if you can see down in there, but that actually helps save a ton of weight on the car. But I'm gonna weigh the car with the factory wheels on, then we'll put the drag pack on so we can get the full race ready weight. Now we do have almost a full tank of gas, so that's gonna skew it a little bit. So I definitely will, once I get down to race weight, when I get the welds on the car, when I get the amount of fuel, I'll adjust the vehicle's weight based on fuel. I don't want to take weight off of the rear. So out of all the stuff I've done lightweight, I still got the factory battery. I figured I will make up, if I need to add weight to the car, I can always make up for that in fuel. So, and of course, you know, eat a cheeseburger or something, kind of tip the scale where it needs to be. But anyway, that's it. So we'll get this thing up on the scales, then we'll put the welds on, then it'll kind of give us an idea. But with nearly a full tank of gas, it's not going to be exactly race weight, but anyway, you'll get the picture. All right, so I got them on the scales. Now this isn't exactly, you know, race. This is my street tires. So we got the all the factory wheels on all four corners. These are front Nitto just street tires, and those are the factory Demon Nitto drag radials with the Demon logo. But we've got the scales all on. And of course all the lightweight stuff is in there. Camera system, nearly full tank of gas, stock wheels. We are sitting at a grand total of 4280. So the cross is 2106, so 49.16. So it's not perfect weight distribution, but look at that, it's pretty darn close. But we are gonna get the welds put on and the front skinny welds with M&Hs. And I'm gonna show you guys the difference between the M&H with the welds and versus the front skinnies with the Mickey Thompsons on there. Show you the difference of weight on those, but 1 second. All right, so we got our drag pack on, our 18x6 front welds with M&H Racemaster front skinny. Those are a bias ply, much lighter. Then we have our 17x11 weld race wheels, the bead locks, with a 315/50/17. And so with that on, drop down the weight from 4280 to 4236. Now keep in mind, this has nearly a full tank of gas. So we definitely can adjust our weight down and get it as close as we can to our race ready weight by using fuel. Now, due to weight of the class, we don't want to go too low. We want to have some cushion because, you know, we are going to lose a little bit of fuel while we race. So we don't want to, you know, make a run, be as light as possible. We make a run, then we end up coming out underweight when we go across the scales. But anyway, it went from, when I first started this, I'm gonna try to find the original picture. I believe it was, my race weight was like, with me in it, was 4680, I believe, which is pretty darn heavy. Then without me in it was 44 something. Now, with all the lightweight stuff that we did, even with the full tank of gas and our drag pack on, we cut it from 44 plus 100 pounds down to 4237, which is drastic. So I'll probably end up weighing it again once we get the fuel in the car adjusted. I still need to put my, you know, my jacket in the car, my helmet in the car, and then of course myself in the car, and weigh it again. Then we'll make some adjustments, take weight out where we need to, if that's possible. Then we'll be ready to run. Okay, so I did want to mention the reason why we went with the welds, you know, because these are things that I believe are like 17 pounds a piece. The factory skinnies are like more than double just the wheel itself. Now the reason why we went with M&H bias ply, now it is a smaller tire as far as the width, but it is much lighter. I mean, drastically lighter. The radial, what makes it a radial, it actually has steel belts in the tire. So those steel belts add up to weight. So I believe, I'll try to find a picture. These are almost, I'll try to find a picture and insert it in, with the M&H and the front welds are, I believe, 38 pounds. So we're talking huge difference, nearly 30 pounds per wheel. Okay, that's huge. Now, the rear welds are only, even though they're much bigger than the, you know, the Demon drag radials with the Demon wheels, the 315, 35 or 40, 18. Now the 315/50/17. Now both of these wheels together are only 9 pounds heavier than the factory rear wheels. So, but of course, that's in the back of the car. I want to keep as much weight in the back of the car as possible. I know we don't want to get this thing like a nasty wheelie on it because that actually makes the car slower. So we're going to try to keep the front end down as much as we can. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do that, but we'll just, when we get to the track, we'll play around with a few different ideas that I have. So anywho, so I'm going to get the car washed because she is pretty dirty. Then I'm going to try to get it down to the actual race weight by adjusting the fuel in the car. I'll have to drain some of it out, but we do have our helmet in the car, our jacket in the car, so that added a little bit of weight. Then I still have to weigh it with myself in the car, but anyway, you get the guys get the gist. So in a future video, I'll probably have an update, then I'll pin a top comment once I get the updated race weight on there so you guys know exactly what it weighs come race day. Then of course, when we're racing it in other, events, whether it be test and tune or, just various things that pop up, private rentals. We'll try to get this thing down as low as we can in weight, but we do need to, you know, when we're competing in these events where we have a weight requirement, then, you know, of course we have to add weight back onto the car in order to do that. So anyway, all right guys, thanks for joining me. One thing I want to add, you'll see in some of the videos where we actually welded the seat up. Beard was much shorter, so that was actually back during the summertime. But, you know, I just do these videos as a hobby, you know, running a business. So just do this stuff for fun. But anyway, guys, if you don't follow me on Instagram, go check it out. It's DFW Speed. On Twitter, we're DFW Speed 817. Later.